Alright, so let's just go through and highlight the key information for this question. Potatoes cost P dollars per kilogram, carrots cost Q dollars per kilogram, onions cost R dollars per kilogram, and X cost S dollars per dozen. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use the information below to write out some equations. So we've got George buys 14 kilograms of potatoes, so we'll write George. He buys 14 kilograms of potatoes, so that's 14p. 10 kilograms of carrots, so that's plus 10q. Plus 8 kilograms of onions, so it's plus 8r. And 2 dozen of eggs, so you plus 2s, for the total of $60. So therefore equals 60. Alright, let's go Mary. Mary buys 10 kilograms of potatoes, 10p, plus 11 kilograms of carrots, so plus 11q, plus 3 kilograms of onions, 3r, plus 5 dozen eggs, 5s, equals $52 because it costs her $52. Alright, we've got Cindy now. She comes along and she buys 4 kilograms of potatoes, 21 kilograms of carrots, 12 kilograms of onions, and 1 dozen egg, for a total cost of $56. Now Amy, well, she's hungry as well, so she comes along and buys a hell of a lot of food, being 15 kilograms of potatoes, that's a lot of potatoes, 5 kilograms of carrots, 5 carrots, 11 onions, and 4 dozen eggs, for a total cost of $69. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to arrange this into a matrix equation. So what we do is we come along and we draw out the matrix. It's going to be a 4x4 because there's 4 people and 4 things we're looking for. So 4x4, and we're going to just write in the coefficients into the first matrix. So you get 14, 10, 8, and 2, 10, 11, 3, and 5, 4, 21, 12, and 1, and 15, 5, 11, and 4. Now we're wanting to know the values of P, Q, R, and S, so we're going to write that into the next matrix equation. P, Q, R, and S. And of course that's equal to the amounts 60, 52, 56, and 69. Okay, most of this question needs to be done on the calculator. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and define each matrix in our calculator. So we're going to go into the book page, and you go down to the matrix one, just here, press enter. Right, we've got a 4x4, we want a 4x4 matrix to start off with. So 4x4, go OK. Right, we're going to enter in these values. So 14, 10, 8, and 2, 10. So let's just make this a bit bigger so you can see what's going on. 10, 11, 3, and 5. 4, 21, 12, and 1, and finally 15, 5, 11, and 4. We're going to store that as a variable, so we come along, we go control, store, or control variable, and we're going to call that A. Press enter. So that means every time I press A, that matrix comes up. Okay, so we're going to define our other matrix now, which is our total amount, so we're just going to go matrix button again, and we want 4 rows by 1 column. Press OK, and let's go through and put in the values 60, 52, 56, etc. So 60, 52, 56, and 69. Now we'll store that as B, so control variable means store, and then B. So every time I put in B, up comes that matrix. Now, let's go through and just explain how this works. If we know that this here is A, and this here is X, and this here is B, we know that A times X is equal to B. Alright, well, to get X on its own, because that's what we're trying to find, we need to do the inverse. Now, we can't divide matrices, so what we need to do is we need to do the inverse of A times X equals the inverse of A times B. Now the inverse of A times A will just cancel each other out. We'll get you the identity matrix, which is equal to X. And of course you got X is equal to the inverse of A times B. Alright, well what we're going to do on our calculator now is we just type in the inverse of A times B. So you go A to the power of -1 times B. Press enter, and you end up getting the values X is equal to 2, 1, 2, 3. Now therefore, if X is equal to 1, 2, 3, that means that is equal to P, Q, R, and S. Therefore, P equals 2, Q equals 1, R equals 2, and S equals 3. So the cost, and you should be writing this down, the cost for potatoes equals $2. The cost for carrots equals $1. The cost for onions equals $2. And the cost for eggs equals $3.